Holy shit, it's the last part of Sonic Frontiers
I'm sad.
ever.
I'm
I'm
sad.
saying ever, but we might actually come back to this and give or take 10 years, but we don't know that yet.
Let's not think about that. Let's think about happier things like when are we getting to 06?
Um, let's see, we're doing about 3 years.
Yeah, it's about what I figured. We said we only wanted to do like one 3D Sonic game a year, but that ain't happening.
Yeah, we're probably
So we got
like
at least
two.
SA1, SA2, Hero, Shadow. So, oh boy.
And we're also not accounting for the 2D games. Clearly, we've done way more than just one Sonic game this year, so. And
Yeah.
we're gonna have another one on the way. Oh god, we're recording this part right now like a few days before Sonic Dream Team drops, and I'll be recording that one. So Jesus, they released too much Sonic this year.
Are you complaining?
Yes.
Would you be complaining if you didn't have a YouTube channel where you were obligated to replay it multiple times?
See, I think I would replay it multiple times anyways. So
yeah, but without that sense of urgency, I feel like you'd enjoy it more, you know?
See,
that's kind of where I'm at with like Superstars. Is I probably would have been fine with the game if I had only my first playthrough. But subsequent playthroughs and Trip's playthrough, it's just kind of turned that game into Jello.
I wanted to say that this playthrough might not have happened when it did, because our original plan was to do the Sonic Frontiers commentary like after all the DLC had finished and everything. But I was hankering to do a second playthrough of the game, and you know, Crazy Armor here gave me the go-ahead to record it. So I went and recorded the original game, and then we released like the first part of this like after update 1 and 2 were done. So
you made it sound like I had a choice in this matter.
Well, you said I asked you. But yeah, this playthrough was my second playthrough. Well, this Update 3 playthrough was my first playthrough. I don't think I'm probably ever going to play this again. But after that second playthrough, which I recorded for this channel, I did end up playing through the game at least 3 more times before they finished all the DLC and stuff. And that also doesn't count time messing around with mods and stuff, so you know, I got a lot out of this game. So I think I would have probably played all those playthroughs even if I didn't have a channel going, you know. This is just what I do with Sonic games. I play them to death when they release because I'm insane. But
this is insanely detailed. What the fuck am I reading? I didn't get this one.
Was that the one where they? Oh yeah, they were. She was describing the fact that there's apparently 4 different tribes of ancients, and we only see the one. But
so are we gonna get? Or is this gonna be a thing in later games? Are we gonna find more ruins or something?
Okay, well, we are going to see one later, as Amy, that gives us like a big lore thing. So remember that that weird squiggly logo symbol thing that keeps appearing in the sky when the Cocos ascend to heaven? And
I mean that stupid thing that was in the first trailer we ever saw of this, and we still don't know what it is.
Yeah, well, now we do. I'll just say that.
Oh
we vaguely
rocket boost. Didn't we already do
rocket? No, actually, this is
really?
This is a different one. This one's much stupider.
Oh, I didn't know there was a second one. Okay.
This one's just like keep rocketing, keep rocketing, keep rocketing, keep rocketing. You know.
Wait, I think this is the one I did.
Ah.
What was the other one then?
The other one we did earlier, it had actually more platforming and exploration than this. This one's just boost to win.
I liked it though.
This is like Sonic Forces simulator.
Yeah, but
actually,
you see, for a single
better.
level, this is fun, especially because this is longer than every Forces level combined. That was unfortunate.
I just swerved past the freaking hidden goal on accident.
Oh, that was the hidden goal?
Yeah.
I thought you did that on purpose to get to the hidden goal.
Yeah.
Huh. Well.
It's so weird. That one, they were just like, okay, you know what, F it. We're gonna have like basically an auto runner. We're gonna put all of our collectibles in a row on it. And that's it.
I didn't find any of the collectibles other than the numbered rings.
Well, yeah. Oh, that was a hard cut. Forgot to put a transition there. My bad.
Take a drink, everybody. It's rare, but take a drink.
Take a drink.
We're not dry today.
Okay, so for my videos, you guys have to drink like a whole bottle.
Oh God.
Beer.
I got work tomorrow, but I guess I'll do it for the channel.
Oh. Eggman being all like, this science, it's too much for my big brain.
This is very different from how Mike Pollock normally voice acts. It's weird.
Well, Eggman's very mellow in this game because he's being
No,
very
but this cutscene
analytical.
specifically, just the way he's talking, it's weird.
Yeah, I think it's pretty similar to how he was describing like the Ancients technology in his like Eggman.
Yeah, he's more excited when talking about those. Here he's like, just, I can't believe he didn't figure it out. Well, I guess I'll tell you anyways. Oh.
Yeah, Tails, according to this game, can't fight like Sonic and Knuckles. Meanwhile, Sonic Superstars is out now and is available on all platforms.
But he's not fighting.
Yeah, he is. He could buzzsaw through badniks just like Sonic.
Does that count as combat? Isn't that just a platforming challenge? Isn't that like every single enemy encounter in Sonic in the classic games is just a platforming challenge?
No, it's
okay.
not.
What makes it combat?
What? Why would it be a platforming challenge to roll into a freaking Motobug or jump on a buzz bomber? Like,
I don't know. I'd call it a platforming challenge. It's there. It's
not
another
a challenge.
obstacle within the thing. Well,
it's an obstacle in a platforming
It's a light
level.
challenge, but it's still a challenge. If you don't do the thing, you're not going to get past it. So I would call that a challenge.
Okay, so in the next Sonic game, they should just have homing attack chains everywhere, and that is no like actual like platforms or slopes or anything. Just homing attack chains.
I never said it was fantastic platforming, but it's still technically platforming for the context of the Sonic.
How is jumping at an enemy from below platforming?
Isn't that what platforming is? Is jumping onto things?
Jumping on,
and especially if you chain enemies as platforms, I would call that platforming. Even rolling through them, I would consider it as it's part of Sonic's moveset in a platformer. I wouldn't call it
it's
combat.
Just how
though.
you attack in those games.
I wouldn't really call it combat.
I mean, let's look up the definition of combat.
I'm talking about video game combat. Shut the
in this commentary.
No, I still have plenty of things to say about this game, but now you got me held up over this shit.
Instead of saying dumb things like you just said.
No, well, you see, we needed YouTube Shorts and TikToks for this, so there you go. It's a freebie.
Taking action to reduce or prevent something bad or undesirable. So you perform combat on the Motobug so he doesn't walk into you.
Okay, you jump to a neighboring platform so you don't fall and get hurt. Is that combat? No. But that's the definition that you just fucking read.
Combat is also fighting between armed forces. I think a buzz bomber flying around and shooting at me and me trying to jump into it counts as fighting.
Yes, but I wouldn't call it video game combat, because it's not a combat system. It's there to help you progress through
it.
Everything.
Is.
Versus this, where
a very
this has a
combat
dedicated
system.
This has a dedicated combat system that's not there so you can simply get through the map. It's there so you can stop, fight the enemy without making progress. And
well, no, technically, you have to fight enemies to get through the map if you want to play the cyberspace stages, or if you want to go to the next map.
No, you don't.
Or if you want to go to the next map, yeah, you do.
You side-loop in circles.
Yeah.
Over and over again. You don't need to fight.
You have to fight the Titans to go to the next map.
Yeah, and that's a dedicated combat section.
Yeah. But is it also fucking platforming?
Well, no, because you're not jumping or using a moveset to progress past an obstacle. You are fighting it.
Actually using a moveset to progress past an obstacle.
No. Shut the fuck up. You're being too broad here. We're being specific.
You're not being broad enough.
No. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I'm making sense.
It's like, yeah, supersonic fights. You can't use a moveset to progress. Otherwise... I don't know what I'm saying.
Exactly, because I'm right and I've worn down. I've worn down your spirit.
Because I'm just saying a platform can't smack me in the face.
You can if it has spikes on it.
Are the bosses in the classic Sonic games platforming sequences? Even in Superstars?
Yeah. There's lots of platforming sequences in them. Most of it's built on your platforming style of moveset.
There's like the pinball one where you have to freaking use the rotating spheres to jump up to it. But the act of hitting Eggman is technically a little bit of combat.
No, like I said, you're thinking too broadly here.
I disagree. Tail should have a homing attack. That's all I'm saying.
Tail, none of them needed homing attacks. Well,
we're not paying attention to any of these fucking side stories.
No, because I said last time I wanted to, but it would require me to not talk, and then you wouldn't let me, so I'm not going to.
Well, I'll point out the ones that are important, I guess. If I
find them all to be important, damn it. I want to know why they only appear at night.
Safe to come out.
They've already lost their bodies, yet they're still afraid of being destroyed.
They can't say that they all died long ago. Oh, here we go. Here's the one.
They went to the Shadow Realm long ago.
This is the one I told you about that you were like, it's not there.
I didn't see it when I was there, so it wasn't there.
She's standing right there.
If I can't see it, it can't see me, therefore it's not there.
Probably just didn't walk close enough for it to pop in.
Or, Sage is fucking tiny and I just didn't notice her when I was zooming through.
Yeah, probably, but yeah, basically the symbol means God.
Kami-sama.
It's the god of the chaos people, and basically...
What the fuck? Whoa, I was not prepared for that.
Perhaps
I fucking zoom in on Sage.
They're absolutely teasing, or Ian Flynn is trying to tease something that will probably never come about.
Be hopeful. Morio Kishimoto is still in Sega, and this game did well. So,
why didn't the god of the ancients come and save them from the end?
Superstars doing well is Arza, or not doing well is Arza's problem, not Kishimoto. So hopefully that doesn't affect this game or its sequel.
Sonic Frontiers 2 takes place on the South
Moon Island.
It's the Planet Rise Islands. Yes. And then the end gets revived,
Of course.
obviously, and then Infinite's there for some reason. And then the god of the chaos people is actually just perfect chaos, and it leaves us all very disappointed.
You're very cynical about Sonic.
I'm joking.
No. Let's talk about this. Why do you hate Sonic the Hedgehog?
Dude, if I hated Sonic the Hedgehog, you know, I don't have to justify myself to you.
Oh yes, you do. You're stuck with
I've
me on this
dedicated
channel.
years of my life to this motherfucker. I can say what I want about him.
So did I. Damn it.
Not nearly as much as me. You gotta at least dedicate, I don't know, 90% of your time to the fucking Sonic the Hedgehog character in some way.
Alright, time to whip out secret rings then.
Secret rings can only last you so long when you're someone like me who's already played it for hundreds of hours.
You know, for all I played that when I was younger, I was still unlocking things. So, there's a lot of content there.
Yeah, you just gotta get Sonic to level fucking 99 or whatever it is. Then there you go. Level 99, get all the gold medals, and get all the fire rings.
Fire souls.
They're red rings.
They're fire souls.
They're the first instance of red rings in a Sonic
They're
game.
slightly better silver medals because they're slightly less bullshit. But only slightly.
Some of them, I have no idea how you're supposed to fucking get.
YouTube guides.
I don't like using those. I will if I fucking give up, but you know, with Secret Rings, I just stopped playing instead of continuing to complete it.
But Secret Rings is
Wait,
fun.
listen to this. Listen to this one. They're explaining the rock towers.
Oh, yay.
They basically stacked them, and yeah, whoever had the highest. Okay, the height and the beauty. And they also love when you tear them down. Because
I feel like
they
they
can
just
build them up again.
I feel like they just described Japanese culture.
Probably.
There's not like I don't think there's a specific thing in Japan, unless it's very regional, that's like this.
I
But
may
just
have
the
knocked
idea of
over
it
some. I may
heavily
have knocked over
feels
some while
very
looking for the
Feels
emeralds.
very familiar to like how Japan likes to create activities and other arts.
Yeah. The ancients were delighted when you knocked over these, so. Fuck your towers.
Did we talk about Amy's skirt in this game yet?
Nope.
Yeah, so they finally did the tasteful thing and made it so it's a lot harder to actually see her panties, and I didn't think it would take this long.
I mean, sometimes if
Because
you're just gliding along.
yeah, but there's a lot of
you get an
digital
obscured
effects
shot.
over it, so it's really hard to see.
Also, the like card stomp flip move thing she has. It's like very quick flashes of it, but it's definitely not Sonic Adventure bad.
Or 06, those
Or
both
06.
those games. Were
It's
really
like the
bad
basic
about
camera angle of those games, and just running forward would reveal it to you.
it. And Nier Automata would do the same thing years later. Oh. More connections between those series.
I'm sorry, I got distracted. What'd you say?
Something Nier Automata.
Okay.
Do you
that's
care?
fair. No, I don't.
According to the information I've gathered in
Cyberspace.
I don't want to hear that term
Dude,
again after this
every
game.
time they freaking there's a keyword, Eggman's like cyberspace, ancients.
I feel like Eggman just operates
Eggman, I
as
don't
a
think
highlight reel whenever
I
he
don't think-
speaks all the time, and he emphasizes every important word, even at home when no one's around.
I think they were just running out of places to fucking throw this fucking lore, Because I don't think Eggman would sit here and explain this to Amy ever. In
This
any
is post
context.
SA2. You know?
Huh?
This is post SA2. You know, they could just sit there and talk.
SA2 was a more urgent feeling crisis
So is
than
this.
this. Yeah, but you know
The moon's about to go Majora's Mask on this place. That's pretty bad. They just got out of cyberspace and being trapped there and going insane.
Seem to be feeling so good.
I think Eggman is just happy to talk to someone that isn't a robot.
Maybe it's because they're so much smaller.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. I feel like he would talk about this with Tails. Out of
Now, see,
anyone.
here's the missed opportunity: is why wasn't Sage a playable character solely for the fact that I could have one-on-one conversations between her and Eggman?
Let's get back to finding
I wanted more. Damn it!
Once we make sure Coco is
And
safe.
see, we can't have fucking nice things.
I wanted so
It's
much
because
more.
of the
It was
fast-
so cute.
It's because of the Fast Friends Forever initiative. Because Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, and Amy are now the core, and they have to be the playable ones. Wee Sonic Adventure 2.
I'm okay with this as long as other characters get playable occurrence every now and then. Bring back Shadow
See,
and Silver, damn it.
I
Blaze
don't know
2,
if
I
we
suppose.
talked about this, but before like freaking Lost World ruined everything, my like dream sequel to Generations was basically just Sonic Rush, but with the Generations engine and then 3D and everything. So you got Sonic and Blaze and maybe even Shadow, and they all have freaking a set of zones, and each of them have a unique act for that zone, and yeah.
So Sonic Advance 4.
Yeah, but it'd be Sonic Rush 3? Sonic Rush 3?
Actually, closer to Sonic Advance Revamped. Since that's got multiple playable characters.
No,
Like
that's just Sonic and Shadow.
I don't know if they've updated it since. No, it has multiple. Shadow was newly added to have
sorry.
a homing attack.
Well, I'm
And
talking...
then Blaze was added in with the Rush moveset.
Yeah, but I say it's more similar to Sonic Rush because it's just boost levels and gameplay and everything like that. And all the characters play the same but have like additional platforming abilities.
So just
Like-
a fully 3D or fully 2D platformer, because you said Rush.
No, it'd be Sonic Generations boost gameplay, 3D, 2D hybrid, but with Sonic, Blaze, and Shadow as the 3 playable characters with no like classic Sonic or anything like that. Shadow would use like his chaos powers for platforming, Blaze would use her fire like tricks and stuff, and Sonic would just be Sonic.
They are powered by Chaos Emeralds and are designed to automatically rebuild themselves by reacting to the gravitational pull of
I shouldn't have included all of these.
I know, I'm just trying to watch them. This one sounded interesting.
Their guardians must continue to carry out their duty to defend the island. Try to avoid them while you
See,
search
I
for
now
them.
want to see what the other tribes of the ancients looked like. Were they
Sequel
entirely
bait!
different? Huh?
Sequel bait!
Were they entirely like different species, or were they all water people? Like, I don't know.
We just play the next one and it's just all the races from Zelda.
We're about to see it. I don't know when it's gonna pop up, but one of these is basically Sage explaining to Sonic that all the rail grinding sections and platforms he sees floating in the sky, they're not real. They're all cyberspace projections, and only he and the other playable characters can see them and interact with them.
Is that how it works in Sonic Unleashed as well?
No, those are just rails floating there and stuff.
Those architectures in Spagonia got crazy, am I right?
Yeah, you know, you'll just be walking through Spagonia, and then like there'll be like most of the city is normal, but then you'll find like this one like several mile stretch of road that is just like really weirdly designed with loop-de-loops and rails floating above it and stuff like
Mother,
that.
why is this here? We can't use it. No one's on it. It's okay, dear. There's only one person who can use it. He'll be here
Yeah,
soon.
the freaking the joke is that like these cities are built like roller coasters, but in reality they're built like normal cities, and there's just one path through the city that's like built like a roller coaster because that's how the levels are actually made.
You see, all of this was built after the destruction of Station Square. They wanted to make it Sonic friendly.
Yeah, Sonic saved the world, and now like humans are like, mutant animal creatures have rights too, so we should build our highways for them as well.
Exactly.
That's why we need loop-de-loops, because it's just more fun for them. They need to be able to run around and stuff.
Exactly.
Sonic has what is known as up, down, and all around disease.
The world's just normal. It's just all in Sonic's head. Like,
real quick, I wanted to say, sorry to cut you off, but I wanted to say, what we're seeing right now, this was most of like the latter half of the 12 hours of my freaking playthrough here. Just Tails flying around, looking for all the collectibles and map things, and then going back and switching to the character I need. Yeah. It was, I wish you could just switch on the fly, because I went back up to that tower to switch back to Tails like a million times. Just so I could fucking scout out, because I could not find the map, like, fillers, the things that fill out the map. And it was pissing me off, and you kind of need those if you want to find all these freaking side stories, because... yeah, the only indicator that these exist is on the map. So
right.
And each character has their own set of side stories. So
they explained the pinball.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ian Flynn.
Yeah. Tails basically should have just said, "Oh, you know, Kishimoto thought it would be funny."
You know,
that's
other
basically
than
what he said.
Other than the weird technical stuff, that's essentially what Sonic explained it away as in that cutscene. They just reworded it from Tails. Yeah. So like it didn't really explain anything useful.
I didn't expect to see pinball in this world. Whoa. Everyone that has respect for Eggman calls him the Doctor, like Shadow and everyone. And
let's go visit the good doctor.
Every time I hear it, I think of Doctor Who.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Because he is literally called the Doctor by everyone in that show.
Keep Doctor Who out of this. Let's talk about that for a while. We gotta talk about Sonic right now. Should I do a video where we just retrospective talk about Doctor Who?
I mean, sure, I haven't watched any of the new stuff.
I haven't watched it either, so we talk about the stuff we did watch. Duh.
Oh, yeah. Also, yeah, so they're talking about the underground passageways and stuff. It's kind of implied that those, like, underground stony temple things are actually part of the ancient ships. Or it's either that or the ancient ships are deep underwater, and the pathways in underground connect them so they can power the islands. It's something like that.
Too much thought was put into this.
It basically means there's
someone
a
watched
fully
Star
functioning...
Wars, read the visual dictionary, and thought, "Oh, isn't that neat? Everything works. Let's do that."
Yeah, but it basically confirms that there is a freaking fully functioning spaceship deep underwater or something. That can just go light years between planets. And
did Tails just confess his love for Sonic there?
I wasn't fucking paying attention. Sorry, I had to throw away that wrench. It had rust on it.
Okay. Only that one, not the others. The others you're just throwing.
Eggman planning to use cyberspace technology again. Did you hear what he said?
No.
It's like, if I could combine the knowledge of the ancients with the power of the emeralds. But then he got interrupted by Tails being there.
I mean, I'm not surprised. That's a pretty Eggman thing to do. And hey, if it leads to another game, Jesus fucking Christ, how many of these are there?
There's a lot. Each character has their own full set of them for the island.
Jesus fucking Christ.
And Ian Flynn was like, no, we need all the lore. Kishimoto, we need all the lore.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Kishimoto.
This would be fine if I was going at it with my own pace. But watching all of these back-to-back in a video is pretty grueling.
Dude, I do not really want there to be side stories like this in the next game. Like, they just explain it, everything you need to in the main
I would rather
story
have
cutscenes.
side quests and mix all the dialogue amongst those.
Yeah. Or, like, you can have that, and you can have, like, dialogue during, like, key moments. So you're doing something while there's dialogue happening. And
You know, let's just turn this into Nier. Go full side quest, full everything. The next game is going to be 15,000 years in the future with an alien invasion.
No. I have a beautiful idea. What if we remove the open world? We have nothing but the linear point A to point B stages. And each character has their own, like, campaign with those stages, but they can access, different routes within them. And depending on what character you're playing as, they have a different story cutscene thing. So yeah, it's maybe like a more like an adventure of sorts, like
You're full of shit.
like a Sonic adventure.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yes, you want SA3, shut the fuck up.
Dude, Knuckles' animation here is just bobbing up and down. That was the most pointless fucking side story ever.
I'm okay with it.
Just like Knuckles being like, "Are you okay?" Tails being like, "No, but I'll do things anyway." And that was it.
They're bros, man. It's camaraderie.
Hey, Tails.
Didn't
you already climb the last tower?
Yeah, but these side stories don't account for that, obviously.
Final Fantasy 13-2 has like a time
here it
travel
is.
plot, and they tried to make it non-linear,
So that is how they appear.
but they didn't make cutscenes that accounted for this, and it constantly screws with character relations, and it's really funny to watch.
Cyberspace was formed based on your memories. Since linking with it,
Oh, I saw this one.
are now affecting things even outside of cyberspace.
But yeah, it basically just explains that Sonic's memories of all the automation from previous games has created all the rails and platformings and shit.
See, I kind of like the idea, though, if Sonic kept the cyberspace power, if that's how stages were created. Was he could, like, visually morph things to fit his needs. It'd be kind of OP, but it'd be kind of neat.
Or yeah, I could, in a more like standardized Sonic game, I could see like something cool like that being done for each stage. Like it's a more spectacle sort of thing, and you have like dialogue, and then of like, I don't know, Sonic thinking out loud, and then like, his thoughts actually come into reality in front of him.
Imagine if you had something like Soliana, the New City portion, which would be a pretty boring and bad Sonic level, but like you have a little bit of an open world, you can complete stuff in it, and then once you complete it, you activate like a totem or something that morphs it into a traditional Sonic stage. So Sonic can progress through it and get the Emerald or beat Eggman or whatever. So then you get something more like this.
I don't know.
And you have a full explanation.
This one is my favorite of the cyberspace stages. I just wanted to say that.
Because ramps?
Oh yeah, I'm showing the hidden path. Yeah, this is the hidden goal for the one that I didn't get.
Oh.
Yeah, you have to take this very specific route,
Okay.
and it's just
What
like.
is this music? At least it finally cooled down a little.
There it is.
See, it's been a while since the adventure games where we actually had stage layouts that interacted with Sonic's moveset in this intricate of a fashion.
Yeah,
And actually require you to have a really good understanding of it.
and I think it's like it feels
And not
good in
without
this game.
like the boost button, you know?
Yeah, and that's what I was kind of gonna get at. These levels, some of these levels feel really well designed, but at the same time, because it's a boost game, I don't get the same kind of satisfaction as like sitting down, revving up a spin dash, and launching off something, as you know, just boosting, holding.
I
the
think
boost
it's one of
button.
those things, if they keep continuing with this and refine it, we're not even going to notice the difference anymore. It's going to
Yeah.
feel a lot more seamless. I think it's just because it's too new, you know? And
Yeah.
not as seamless of a transition as the Boost and Unleashed was originally. You know,
Yeah.
which I think was pretty undeniably just a great transition for Sonic. The
They-
Werehog just also was there.
Yeah, they really just did, you know, throw a Hail Mary with this game in terms of just being like, okay, we're doing full experimentation, no holds barred, just fucking go crazy with it. And that, you know, led to a lot of the game's problems, obviously, but that was going to happen because they were just trying to fucking experiment and figure out what they wanted to do. But it also led to all the best parts about this game, I think. And I hope they just take all those best parts and update them and put them in the next game, because that's just I think it could be genuinely phenomenal. I really, really hope beyond hope that the next Sonic game just blows this game out of the water in just about every conceivable way.
Yeah. It's like, it just always feels this way every time Kishimoto makes a sequel. It's just in some way it feels like it dampens on it. Like, Black Knight is not the greatest sequel to Secret Rings, and Lost World is not the greatest sequel to Colors. But like, if you take this as a sequel to Forces, this is a really, really good step.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of see it as like a quadrilogy in my eyes, like Colors, Lost World, Forces, this. Frontiers being the ultimate culmination of all the 3 previous games. Other than, you know, not having a customizable character and wisps and stuff. This game did take a lot of the ideas from those games and tried to make something new with them, and I do appreciate that. And I will probably be grateful for this game in the future if it does lead to, you know, an amazing sequel. But I don't know. I do really want the next game to just feel totally disconnected from this quadrilogy, because like I don't know if you get the same feeling I do, but like all 4 of these games that we've been talking about, they all feel like they have a very similar feeling to one another in one way or another. I want the next game to like not feel like Sonic Colors, Lost World, and Forces. You know? I want it to feel like an open zone Sonic game that has found its identity and has really nailed it down and became more unique with it. That's what I kind of am hoping for with the next one. If that makes any sense. I felt like I was rambling.
I get what you were getting at. I don't think we're gonna get that far with it. I still think it's gonna share a lot of similarities in terms of gameplay and feel to this, but I hope it is more refined.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying, like, I think the new parts of this game, they really do like set itself apart from those other games. It's the stuff that they're like stuck with from the past that is still like keeps it tied to those games. Like this game's obviously still using the same basic gameplay engine that Lost World and Forces were using, and probably even Colors actually. This game still has like that very blocky, generic feeling stage design in a lot of ways. Still lots of reliance on automated sequences. Like some of the physics feeling wonky because obviously Lost World did some weird things. I really want that stuff to be at least mostly gone in the next game, or if not gone, severely updated and changed in a lot of ways.
What else you gotta do?
So that was that. I think it looks like we're going back to the tower. It might be time to finish this off.
Okay, finally.
Yeah.
I was excited to start this part because I wanted to get to this. But then we had to sit through all that.
We had to read a Bible, the Sonic Frontiers lore Bible.
Don't tempt Ian Flynn, you know he'd write one.
I'm sure he has. Well, he did. He wrote the Sonic Encyclopedia.
Oh, he did?
Which I have, and I haven't read because apparently there's some wonky things that don't make sense in there. Some retcons. I don't know. I just haven't taken the time to sit down and read it. It does confirm Infinite is fucking dead. Just dead. Fully fucking dead. Which Ian Flynn also said, after this, the end is fucking dead and never coming back.
Alright, so these were the cutscenes I was talking about that feel a lot more dynamic. They're not perfect, but they're better than mostly anything in the first game.
This cutscene here feels like... The cutscenes from here on feel like the... Look at those trees, Jesus. The cutscenes here feel like the only ones they actually went and fully hand animated, like they did for the cutscenes in the first game. Because every other cutscene here feels like it's using a lot of the stock generic animation, slightly updated, but, you know.
No, they work well in giving you a similar feel to like when you switch to the CG at the end of like Sonic Unleashed, you know?
Yeah.
And you get that epicness. And then that combined with just the general fantastic gameplay of Supersonic fights. It's great. Also, hello Evangelion Unit 13.
It's Supreme again.
Look, he's got the gun from Evangelion too.
Yeah, this is just the same fight as before. After this point, the end when he appears, it's a really awesome and cool spectacle fight, but it very much does not convey what you need to do.
Yeah.
And that
I wish
is
there was a bit more
problem.
done to fully kick into the middle part here.
Yeah, I'm maxed out, so I just basically one-shot this fucker into the second phase.
I'm talking about music-wise. Also, Evangelion reference. And
yeah, the wing, even though we got an updated version of this fight in the second half of this, the wings still don't do anything.
Okay.
They don't appear here either.
Okay, I would just like to say, that's purely there for an Evangelion reference. I guarantee it. Anyways, I just want to say this is the first time in a while where we've got the nice continuing tradition of taking the main theme of the game and making an orchestral rock version for the final boss.
Finally.
And this one is extra special because in the past, almost all of them have been handled by Hideki Kobayashi. He's one of the senior people from Sega, the Sega Sound team. He's just been there from the beginning. He's been there a while as a veteran. So this is the first one done instead by Takehito Eguchi, who's been on Sonic since Sonic 06, doing cutscene music. A lot of really good tracks, as well as a lot of the more piano-centered tracks and rearrangements. A lot of times, if you hear keyboard, he was the one probably performing it and writing for it. So really cool to get his take on one of these themes. It's cool.
Yeah, we're about to get to it. This fight's almost over. Oh, there it goes. One stomp to end it all. Standing
Also, with the way
here.
the shot there travels towards Sonic is also Evangelion reference. When he fires the gun.
I'm convinced that Kishimoto just watched Evangelion when he was done with Forces. Forces.
Dude, that's what Yoko Taro did when he was making Drakengard. He just watched Evangelion.
Damn. Yeah.
It's like half the developers in Japan. They just watch
I really,
Evangelion.
if they bring back these supersonic fights in the next game, I hope, like, alongside them updating the combat system, making it more involved and in depth, I hope we get some, like, Titan bosses like this against freaking Eggman's massive mechs.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that
That'd be
would
pretty cool.
Yeah.
This shell was once my prison.
Also, it's the end's umbilical cord.
Vienna has a different voice in this.
Shall perish.
Does it?
Now it's male.
Well, no, it's still got the two voice layered thing.
Yeah, but like before it was more noticeably female.
It's an alternate multiverse, alternate timeline.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the build up here and the freaking orchestral version of "I'm Here" is just perfection. As you were
Turning it up. This shit's so good. I think I'd put this pretty close to Solaris Phase 2. As far as final boss themes go. Like, it's really, really good.
Yeah,
also,
no,
Evangelion reference!
I think this one may actually be my favorite. I need to listen to it more. That's the thing.
No, I still think his world just holds a special place in my heart, and I think that would still remain to be my favorite just because of that. I'm a little biased though.
All right, here we go. Supersonic
of your training.
2. You need to let go, Sonic, for the birds and the nature that I've come to love. There he is.
Blue eyes! Oh, he's beautiful. I love the red aura.
The red aura and
Okay.
the blue eyes. That's like the perfect way to evolve Supersonic. I'm convinced the colors were handcrafted by God himself.
Okay, talk about this. So gameplay-wise, this is mostly the same,
Yeah.
but with obviously the perfect parry, and then also a lot of Sonic's animations have changed.
Yeah.
He is in 100% complete control over this battle. He is fucking with the end. He looks
Yeah.
down upon it. I don't know if you show off any of the parries, but like when he parries, he just slaps it away.
Yeah.
Or
We'll
when
see
you
that.
do the if you do the side loop on him, when it ends, he snaps his fingers and just crushes the end inside of itself.
Yeah.
It's so freaking cool.
Also, Sonic X
there's not-
reference.
Is it a Sonic X reference? I don't remember this.
Yeah, the freaking
Oh, isn't that the final episode?
the
Is that how
during
they
the
beat the
whole
Metarex?
during the whole Metarex saga on Tails' ship, he has like the Sonic cannon, and Sonic just hops in there with a ring and revs up a spin dash, and Tails launches him out.
Is there a scene like right at the end where both Super Sonic and Super Shadow are in it?
Yes.
I think I remember that.
Yes, and
That was like one of the
scene
first
is
episodes
amazing.
of Sonic X I ever watched. Because that was the only episode available and I was really, really confused. But Super Sonic and Super Shadow were there, so it was awesome.
Damage. I gotta freaking. I'm trying
This
to
is too
lock
quiet.
onto the stupid cord. It's
Oh
not
yeah, so
letting-
what are your thoughts on the re-recorded version of I'm Here with Kellen Quinn?
This is the superior I'm Here.
Nothing against Mary Kirkholm. This version just
No.
hits so well. There was an interview with Tomoyo Otani where he's talking about whether or not he should have made an original song for this.
Yeah.
And as much as I would have wanted a new song, I think he did justice to I'm Here.
Yeah.
And
It sounds
it
though
feels
on the
so
like
hype here.
highest notes, it does kind of sounds like like, I know he can hit those notes, but it does kind of sound like on the higher notes that they're using like a pitch mod for his voice to get him to hit those notes. I know it's not true, but it does kind of just sound like it.
I don't know.
Okay, this blast has to be really freaking powerful. This is like the most powerful attack in the series. Because it takes Sonic out of his freaking Super Saiyan 2 form and his Supersonic form.
Yeah.
And
This
fucks
is so
him up.
cool.
Rings are canon. And I love how Sonic is just like, fucked up. Well, let's try again.
He does not give a shit. He is in control, and I love it.
You must be like, well, because you only, at this point, you're cut down to 100 rings. Which is not a lot of time to finish off the fight if you don't know what to do. But this shot here is just perfection.
Yeah.
This is the Sonic that I grew up with, and he's back, and oh my god.
They put up the first piece of official art for Supersonic 2 on Twitter.
Yeah.
Oh, it was so good. Oh, because they make it in the angular art style of like later Dragon Ball, and it really works for Sonic, and it feels very adventure-esque.
That freaking parry finisher is the coldest thing in the series. Like, oh, I freaking Supersonic 2. I know he's gone forever, but I love him so much. This is the coolest thing.
I like Secret Rings and Black Knight. I think I'm always gonna have a complete save file sitting around just so I can replay this final boss.
Yeah.
I love the animations. I love the hype. And that is one thing I will give to Mario Kishimoto since his first game. He has created the hype boss moments for when it counts at the end. And he's done such a good job with it.
Mm-hmm. And here we have yet another form we'll never see again. Also, you remember last part when I was talking about how Ian Flynn would do Hypersonic? It would be something that Sonic can barely control, and he'd be all erratic and crazy and everything. And it'd be like one final burst of power. Well, guess what this is? It's very erratic, hardly able to be controlled. Super powerful final burst of energy.
I love the music shift here. It's so good.
But yeah, this is the closest we'll ever see to Hypersonic ever again. Kind of sad.
You know what?
But,
I'm okay with it. I know we didn't get to play it, but like, this is just such a fitting way to end this game.
Yeah.
I speak this from as someone who still liked the original ending. I want to make that clear. I love the original ending. My thoughts on that are still valid. But this is incredible.
Dude, it's so powerful that it evaporates Supreme.
Yeah.
Like, and
also,
one shot.
Goddamn, Roger, what was that scream? That was awesome.
Yeah.
That was some fucking. That sounded like the fucking werewolf from Jason Griffith. I'm like, I never thought I'd hear something like that again.
You played this in Japanese, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Roger does a better job on that scream than
he does.
Junichi. Junichi doesn't sound like he's doing a very anime scream. He's just kind of like, ah, which, it's fine. But Roger's just like freaking reaching, and I love it.
Look, there he is.
You know what? I want every Sonic game to have its own unique super form that gets used for 10 seconds.
Those backs. I want unique super forms back so badly. You don't know them.
Dude, as a kid, Darkspine Sonic was the dopest thing ever.
Excalibur Sonic too, man. Like, so good. Dark Sonic.
Dark Sonic from Sonic X was like my entire personality for
Dark Sonic was legendary in terms of animations. There's a specific one, I think it was Dark Sonic versus Super Shadow. Incredible.
Yep. And Dark Sonic I think appeared in that Nazo Unleashed fan animation.
Yes, he did. Yeah.
And that was awesome. Dark Sonic is basically just Sonic's version of Super Saiyan, like wholesale. Like he gets so mad and freaking rage boosts. and it's just awesome. I want Dark Sonic to exist.
Oh, he said it. He said it.
I like the sound of that.
I prefer
Yeah.
I prefer the original ending of Sage having died. And Eggman just
I don't mind it
sitting on-
either way, since both ways, because Eggman was just instantly
Yeah.
rebuilding her.
And now the final time we'll see credits in this commentary playthrough. How do you feel? Final thoughts.
This is hype talking 100%, but fuck, I love this game.
Family of my own, I get to go home.
I was a little mixed on this when I first heard it. It wasn't what I was expecting. It's grown on me a lot though recently, so I do like it. But like when I first, because this was spoiled for me. I didn't get to play this before Sonic Team posted this on YouTube. I hadn't heard it, but I knew there was a vocal version, and I was kind of hyping myself too much with this, thinking it was going to be, still using the instrumental, the original one.
Oh.
And not a full redone piano rendition or pop rendition like this is.
No, yeah, the vocals pretty much take the place of the original main melody synths.
And I wonder where they found a vocalist for this, because I haven't seen. I tried googling her, I didn't see anything else she'd worked on. So I don't know where they found her, but she did a great job.
Yeah, I agree. I love this fucking song. I made fun of the original I'm With You in our original playthrough. Just because, on my first playthrough of that, I was just raging at the fucking boss, and it was just droning on and on in my ears. But, the song grew on me, and now this exists, and I fucking love it to death. This is, to me, this is very clearly the best of the, emotional, sad songs at the end of these games.
Yeah. I could agree with that.
Secret Rings. Well, actually, technically, 06.
I do like Elisa's theme a lot. But I put this up there with that one.
My favorite was My Dear Friend. Love that song. This song just clears
Dear My
every
Friend?
way. Yeah, that. My bad.
Fake fan.
I always mix up the fucking words.
Yeah.
I also love Speak With Your Heart.
It had to grow on me, but I really like... Yeah, Speak With It... I forgot about that. Speak With Your Heart might be my favorite. Shit, I forgot about that. But, recently I've really started liking the ending to Secret Rings. I like that one a lot.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It's a bit different, but they brought Steve Conte back for it.
The one in Secret Rings just comes out of fucking nowhere.
Oh, hey, look, Takahiro Eguchi back. He did the strings for this. There you go.
Oh, nice.
Or no, for I'm Here.
Yeah. Man, it's kind of weird that we have...
Oh, and he also worked on Dear Father.
We're... It's so weird. We're done with this game.
Oh, hey, he co-arranged this version too. Okay, I was right. I'm reading these. I'm sorry.
Shut the fuck up. Try to talk. But yeah, I dog on this game a lot. I still really like it. It's got tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of problems, but it also has tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of things that I like and enjoy. And yeah, I think the next game, all it really needs is a much higher budget and development time.
Yeah. I hope with this they have a much clearer vision from the start of where they can work from.
Do. Yeah.
So I will be patiently awaiting. I will give them all the time they need. But please make a great follow-up to this.
I am a tad worried that Kishimoto will take too much fan suggestions into account for the next game. And a lot of the fan suggestions have been really good, and some of them have even been implemented in this game so far. But I think Update 3 is an example of them pushing that idea too far in a lot of ways. especially with, you know, the like just the design of certain challenges and yeah, other things like that.
I think this is how everyone feels after playing this game. That was fun, but God, I don't want to play it for a bit.
God, I'm not touching this game. Yeah, I'm absolutely not touching Sonic Frontiers for a long time, unless they announce somehow another DLC, which I don't think they will. Kishimoto Online has said that Sonic Frontiers is complete. So,
yeah.
Yep. It's over. Sonic Frontiers, no mo. Yeah, we've probably got a good 5 years at least before we hear about the next game. So, like the next open zone game, at least. You know,
because like the last few games have had long development cycles.
Yeah,
either due to engines or development hell. So hopefully that isn't the case for this one, and it's much smoother in development.
I want it to be smoother in development, but I also want them to take as long as they physically need, because obviously this game, they had to beg for just one more year for quality assurance. I don't want them to have to do that with the next game. Like, if they have a big ambitious idea, I want them to take as much time as they need to fully go through with that vision. Which, you know, most Sonic games don't get that. This next game is an opportunity for them to do that, and I want that. I'm fine waiting 5, even 6, 7 years for the next game. I know it's not going to be that long, but like, I'm fine waiting as long as possible for the next game, because I really want it to be like, I want that like AAA quality that Unleashed had to finally return. I want them to fix all the problems this game has. I want it to not feel like a rushed, buggy mess at launch. You know, like, that's just stuff we haven't had as Sonic fans for like 10 plus years. So yeah, that's why I'm like, yeah, take another 5 years, even though you have an established idea already.
With the conclusion of this will be our first completed 3D Sonic game. How's that feel?
Feels pretty good.
Not including Dream Team, like we won't get to another one, so we're at Adventure. So we'll literally be going back to the beginning of 3D Sonic, which will be pretty cool.
Yeah, you guys are very much getting spoiled with Sonic content this this time of year, because just so much Sonic stuff happened this year. Like, I expect there to be new Sonic things every year, but like,
not like this.
Not like this, please. This was, we had a whole new classic Sonic game, frequent updates to the previous open zone 3D Sonic game, and now a whole other new 3D Sonic game releasing next month. Like, slow it down, guys. And it's gonna be real. Oh, we also had the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. That was awesome. We might do that someday. And
only if I can do another visual novel.
No, you get to do the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. But yeah, I'm very much looking forward to the future of the series. This is a weird feeling being optimistic. I will admit, Superstars dropped my optimism down a bit, because I was honestly expecting a lot more out of that game. But we're still commentating on that one, so you know, whatever. It's fine.
To anyone watching this as they're currently airing, all I'm gonna say is I'm so sorry for all the Sonic. Normally I'd like to have only one game from a franchise going, so you know, you have a palate cleanser. Not this shit.
Yeah. Like,
but at least with this, the one of those will come to an end. You still got Superstars.
Yeah.
But at least for a bit, you'll have a break.
Yeah.
Then Dream Team and something different.
It's so, at least, you know, at least we had the restraint not to do Sonic Origins Plus.
Oh yeah, we were gonna do that. We're gonna do the enemy playthrough.
We were gonna do it, and we were like, no, we don't need to do that. We've already done
NASA.
We've already done.
Thank you, NASA, for working on this game.
Yes. They probably just downloaded the picture of the moon and the Earth from NASA's website.
What
But
difficulty did you finish this on, by the way?
I finished it on hard.
Okay, I finished it on easy, so I actually got Vandalized to play.
Oh, nice. Yeah, no. After the Masters trial, I immediately swapped it back to hard. I didn't
Okay.
show it, but yeah, I did. Yeah, and that final boss, like the parry timings are super easy, even though it's a
Okay.
perfect parry still. So I don't fucking know.
You've been playing Elden Ring.
I just wanna, maybe I should save this for after we finish Dream Team, but I kind of want to do it now. We did literally. I'm gonna count up the Sonic games we did. We did Sonic 1, 2, CD, 3 and Knuckles, Frontiers Update 3, which is basically its own fucking game, and Sonic Superstars. That's 7 individual Sonic the Hedgehog titles that we did this year.
Do you
And
do we want to
we're gonna
put
be
all
doing
the others
Dream
though
Team.
as Sonic Origins?
We were counting it as Sonic Origins, but then you went and put them in the one and dones playlist, so they're individual games. I mean, they do.
Shut up.
They,
Oops.
they do count as individual Sonic games, so I'm gonna count them. So if we count Dream Team, we've done 8 Sonic the Hedgehog titles in 2023. We will probably cut it back for next year. No promises though. But yeah, we let's try to keep it to like 4. at most.
It at least.
Yeah, half it at least. That's we got to try and do that because
Unless people want it.
I mean, our Sonic content was some of our most popular stuff. Now it's not really doing any different than our other content, but you know.
If we're going by popularity, we need to do another Mega Man video.
We need to do more Portal.
That too.
Maybe some more Outlast. I don't know. Outlast was surprisingly pretty popular.
No, I'm not doing Outlast 2.
I'll record that one eventually. I'll ascend my pansiness and go beyond. So but yeah, that was Sonic Frontiers, guys. Look forward to our next playthrough, which will not be Dream Team quite yet. We're gonna do something in between to take a little break. Wait, I just realized we might not get to Dream Team this year if we do that. So maybe we only did 7.
Well, when
Who
does Dream
knows?
Team release?
Tuesday.
This Tuesday?
Yep. But we
Well,
have
damn.
we have a Sonic Frontiers part for this coming Monday, and this one that we just did is the Monday after that. And then we have 2 parts of the next playthrough that we're doing. So that'll be the end of December. And then January we'll start with Dream Team.
Don't answer. I don't remember what we're doing after this. I know you told me, and I know I agreed to it. I don't remember what it is.
Well, you guys will just have to wait another week to find out. So
I'll have to wait too, I guess.
Yep. We will see you then. Well, I'll actually see you on Friday, but you know what I mean. Bye, guys.
Bye.